Good morning. Okay, excuse my hair, but I'm watching Movies with Mila, part 4, Yellowjackets. I'm watching episode 5. First off, mistake wasn't Mari, it's Lottie who's having her little moments, but someone painted on, I just was saying her name correctly. She's gonna be Taissa for me. On Taisha's door spill. And she's been seeing wolves. And her son, they find the paint that painted the word spill under her son's bed. And he said, "It's not me, it's the lady in the tree, it's the bad one." He told her though earlier, "I know it's not you, you're the good one." Is she having a psychological break? Is it her? Is it her who's like maybe in a fugue state or something, going and trying, like, because she suppressed this shadow side of her for so long that it is like coming out in this other way, and she is the one who is running around doing these things to herself to try to get her to confess about what happened because she feels so guilty about it, but like her conscious side won't let her do that, so her unconscious is coming out and trying to sabotage her. Thoughts about that? Okay, also, not sure what the significance is of them all being on their periods. Probably that they've linked up. Trying to follow also the timeline. Is it Halloween for them also? Because it's Halloween in this show. This is a Halloween episode. Love the Daria reference. But they are all linking up on their periods. Shauna is late. I think she made a fake period cloth and she's trying to pretend like she's not pregnant. They are getting on to Misty because Misty don't want to work. Misty don't want to be there. Misty is used to being pretty and not having to do anything. And so now they're like, "You're not helping and you need to help." I am so curious though about, because they finally have the conversation about how blood should attract predators or animals. And I'm like, yes, the predators. How is no one ever concerned about predators? Like, you're literally in the wilderness. How is no one concerned about predators? You saw and heard that a wolf attacked this bear and no one cares about the fact that you're not doing anything to mitigate your danger around predators. In fact, y'all are leaving your period rags hanging around places with blood on it. Like, I just feel very confused about all of that. But we see that Travis and Natalie are getting closer together while they're out there hunting. We see in our present time that Natalie has got back in touch with, oh, it's not Misty. It is, why have I forgotten her name now? It's not Misty that's the popular one. It's the other one. Y'all know who I mean. But in the present time, Natalie has gotten back in touch with Misty, and now they are trying to hunt down the emails to get into Travis's email account so they can see if he had any correspondence or anything was going on. And the guy that they hooked up with to do that is not cooperating. So that's where I am. But I'm just still so like, how is no one concerned about predators? How is no one having any conversations about, like, old girl Lottie is unwell and having moments? Like, can we start there? I just have a lot of thoughts. I have a lot of thoughts and a lot of things. Let me continue. Okay, so checking back in. They did this seance. Like, they really did a seance. Like fools, in my opinion. And they do mix up blood and dirt and they put it on their heads. They anoint someone to be like the seer, the prophetess. They ask silly questions to begin with. All right, but let's have a discussion, because Taissa and Laura Lee stay downstairs. And Travis starts out with them, but then he goes upstairs because he wants to see what everybody's talking about. He wants to spend time with that girl, Natalie. But I was like, you know what? I wasn't really feeling Laura Lee to begin with. But then I'm kind of like, Laura Lee the only one with some sense. Like, I'm really starting to question some of y'all's critical thinking skills. So they start out this whole seance. It's supposed to be fun, la la. Great time, y'all. But then I think it's Travis asked, are we all going to die here? I'm getting Lottie and Marie mixed up, and I really hate that I am. Lottie gets like possessed, and it's Lottie who is not on her meds. So I don't know if she's actually possessed or if there's something else happening there, because I don't know what her medication was for, nor do I know if it was treating. So maybe it might have been like high blood pressure, who knows. But she's having issues, like she's having some complications, okay? But she does this whole thing about how whatever, I guess the spirit of the forest needs blood. If it doesn't get blood, I guess something bad is going to happen. Bangs her head up against the window. You know, they're hearing all the screams. Laura Lee is like, make them stop, Coach. Coach throws up. Okay, because Miss Misty gave Coach a drink earlier, and I think she put some of those mushrooms that one girl said don't eat those because they'll make you sick or they're poison and stuff like that. I think Misty gave him those because he told her not to touch him, and she's upset because he rejected her. So I think she intentionally poisoned him. But Coach gets sick, projectile vomits. Lottie's upstairs having her possession moment. Laura Lee goes up there, power of Christ compels you. Yes, girl, get the demon out of her. That don't work. So then Laura Lee just throws the Bible at her literally, and like Lottie wakes back up, and now everyone's just freaking out because they're just like, what is going on here? We also see that Nat and Misty have put together in the present time pictures from the crime scene for Travis's death, and there is that symbol there. And so she's saying, Nat says that Travis did not believe in any of that. So she's like, he would not have put this symbol here because he didn't believe in any of that. So there's obviously like a fraction between the folks who get into this whole metaphysical thing and the folks who are not, who are like, there is no like spirit of the forest coming after us or anything. And Misty, now we know Misty is in the group that chases down. Oh, so maybe those are the non-believers of the metaphysical thing, because we know Misty is in the group that chases down Lottie and kills her in the first episode. So I'm not sure, you know, I guess there's a group that's going to believe in the mystical stuff and a group that doesn't, I guess. But it seems like the group that doesn't is not the group that's winning. I don't know, but there seems like there's more people that's in the don't believe group, but the way that they're dressed honestly had me thinking they would be in the whole like metaphysical spirit of the forest thing group. So I'm still unsure about who's in what group. So we'll have to see from there. Also, we have Shauna having a discussion with her daughter. And so obviously we know that Jackie, who is the one I mistakenly said Misty earlier, that Jackie don't make it. Jackie is not here because Shauna has Jackie's uniform, and that's what her daughter Callie is wearing to this Halloween party. So she tells her that Jackie's parents gave her the uniform to remember her at what would have been Jackie's 40th birthday. So I'm like, okay, so Jackie don't make it. But also, like, Jackie wasn't given I'm going to live through this vibes, because that girl didn't even want to like pull water or anything. Like, she just there. So I was like, nah, girl, your survival instincts are low. So I'm not surprised you're not going to make it. I wonder if she's the one. I heard there's supposed to be a wolf attack. I wonder if she's the one that gets attacked by the wolf. So I'm about to see what Taissa got to say for this press conference. Okay. Oh my gosh, y'all. Oh, why did Shauna just get caught at like the Halloween sex party? Her daughter is there wearing her old Yellowjackets costume, like she's a uniform, like a costume like she wanted the dead girls. And why is this Adam boy? Y'all, Shauna just got caught cheating. I'm like, oh, abort mission, girl. You, I don't even know. You just gotta go make something up. Tell her your book club is having a experiential moment, and that you are living out a scene from the book. I don't know what to tell this girl. I'm like, oh, sis. Oh, you don't mess up on that one. Oh my gosh, I love it. Yes. Okay, final thoughts. Just got to the end of that episode 5. We find out that Miss Misty is spying on Natalie. Natalie calls Taissa to come over because she's like, look, girl, somebody put candles on the floor in the shape of whatever that weirdo symbol is underneath Travis, and they lit the candles and they're trying to set us up, basically. Taissa's like, I gotta call Shauna. We see Misty's watching them eating some popcorn, and they're like, oh, how did you figure that out? And Natalie's like, Natalie says Misty figured it out. Misty's looking so excited, and I'm like, oh, are you having a little flashback to when they were talking about you when y'all were stuck in the wilderness, and they were like, oh, if it weren't for Misty, we wouldn't make it. But now Natalie's like that little puffy hair freak So now Misty's looking like, wait, y'all don't like me? No, chick, you are crazy. Also, we see that Coach Ben, and I was like, girl, you are really not like socially apt, okay? Because it is very obvious that Coach Ben is telling Misty that he has feelings for her as well because she poisoned him and he doesn't want her to kill him. And he is trying to figure out a way to keep her from trying to take him out because he doesn't reciprocate her feelings. He's so struggling. Like, he's trying to be like, oh, I feel the same way for you. And then he's like, he says, my sweet Misty. And I'm like, yes, girl, like, you cannot pick up on this, that this is not what you think this is. I am so excited to see what's going to happen. The very last scene, they get text messages from someone who's basically threatening them, saying they want $50K, don't call their teammates, which I'm like, obviously they're going to call the teammates. So I don't know if it's Misty doing this. I don't know if it's somebody else. I don't know. I don't know. Still not 100% sure who all knows or who's all still alive. And also, back in the wilderness, back in 1996, Taissa knows that Shauna is pregnant. And so Shauna had gone up to sleep with Taissa because no one wanted to sleep up in the attic because they were all scared now of the ghost that they summoned with their seance special. But Taissa is like, how far along are you? Like, I'm not going to say anything, but they're going to know soon. Like, you don't have too long to try to hide this or figure out what you're going to do. So I'm guessing now we're seeing how Taissa and Shauna start to build their connection together. So let's see what happens in this next episode. This might be the only video for this one. So if so, thanks for watching another Movies with Mila, and I will see you all for the next one to talk about episode 6. Bye.